Jim Jones got exposed and embarrassed really badly yesterday, and it's his own fault, to be honest. Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the best money play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These folks is literally paying you to play video games, bro. Like little mini games like this, you hop on your phone, you play them, and you get paid to play it, bro. It's 100% trackable, transparent. You see exactly how much you're making as you play it. If somebody is willing to pay you to play video games, you probably want to play it because you don't know how long it's going to last. Scan my QR code or click the link in my description to download the app and get started. This interview that Jim Jones did a couple of weeks ago has been his biggest source of despair ever since he did this interview. Like, he got into it with Cameron, he got into it with Dame Dash over this interview, and now he's getting into it with Kid Cudi. And that's because Jim Jones did that thing that he always does, which is take credit for your entire existence because y'all collaborated with each other at some point. So Jim Jones will tell a story on how if it wasn't for him, nobody would know who Kid Cudi is. Kid Cudi would have never blown up. Kid Cudi would be nobody if it wasn't for him. And the reasons he gave for why Kid Cudi wouldn't be nobody without him weren't too convincing because nobody online was in agreement with Jim Jones when this clip hit the internet.
Like you said, you're from New Orleans, so from New Orleans to New York is a lot different.
Right.
As you said.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, so for New York, I would say I'm pretty heavy. I would just say I'm pretty heavy. I gotta learn to humble myself and shit.
And then
but I'm pretty heavy out here when it comes to the music.
Nah,
when it
for
comes
sure.
to the town.
I didn't know you remixed some of them songs. We don't on the radio. I'm like, this nigga remixed this right here. Night and what it was, day and night, day and night.
That was one of the biggest.
Nigga, you remixed that. I said, I didn't know that shit.
That's how y'all know Kid Cudi. You wouldn't have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record in New York City. I made that the biggest record in New York City. It wasn't Kid Cudi. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was. Kid Cudi became about because he had video directors that I wanted them to do a video, and I asked them to show me a video they did before, and they showed me this kid on top of a roof with a record called Day and Night.
Right.
He worked in the store under the label. There was nobody. I was like, oh, yo, did this? I said, I like the record. Get the beat of the record, I want to do a remix. If you give me the beat of the record, I'll let y'all shoot my video. These kids was trying to shoot a video for free for me.
Oh.
Like, I got the beat. I told them they went crazy, he wanted to do it. I got the beat. I shot the video to the beat, and I never even put the shit out. They put it up on YouTube, they ripped it off of YouTube, and it became the biggest record in New York City. And that's how Kid Cudi became an artist. They ended up giving him a big deal off of Jim Jones' back. If I'm lying, I'm fine.
This is the problem with Jim Jones. He doesn't know how to stop. Like, he doesn't know how to go just far enough. He always goes too far. If Jim Jones would have said, listen, man, I was one of the first artists in the industry to embrace Kid Cudi and show him love and hard stop it there, he will be 100% correct. Right? He could have even went as far to say, man, listen, man, I know how to spot talent. I knew Kid Cudi was going to be who he was going to be before anybody else. Right? It would have been probably Cap still, but, it would have been far enough. Stop. But he takes it too far. Kid Cudi wouldn't be nobody. Y'all wouldn't know who Kid Cudi is without me, sir. What? Kid Cudi is a musical genius. Let's just say Kid Cudi did not create Day and Night. Again, just looking at Kid Cudi's career, I'm 100% confident that Kid Cudi would have created something, right, that would have gotten him another big look. Kid Cudi is a musical genius. Now, there are some songs, right, where the remix is bigger than the original song. But there's not a person on earth who will tell you, well, outside of Jim Jones, that the Jim Jones remix, The Day and Night, was bigger than the original song. That's just that's just cap. Like, that's just not true. That's just not true at all. No chance. The Jim Jones remix got like 4 million views on YouTube, maybe one, I'm not sure. The Kid Cudi original got 100 million. The Jim Jones remix didn't make billboards. Kid Cudi remix did. Kid Cudi original did. So there's no reason or logic here to what Jim Jones is saying outside of Jim Jones is just popping it during the interview. But Jim Jones don't need to pop it, bruh. Especially when you realize there's an entire economy now of YouTubers and creators who are looking for you to say something wrong so they can get up on you. So Kid Cudi obviously responded back to Jim Jones saying this because it's insulting when you're somebody who's as accomplished as Kid Cudi is and you hear somebody say you wouldn't be nothing without them as if your hard work and dedication isn't enough.
Oh man, so starting my day and I see something online that I have to address, right? So Jim Jones, first off, we love Jim Jones, right? Like I grew up on Jimmy, like he's the homie. I met him when I was coming up. He was cool, right?
For the record, can people stop doing this, man? I hate when people do this, right? Like when they preface, hey, man, I love the guy, before going in on all the reasons why they don't love the guy. Podcasters do this, YouTubers do this. A YouTuber will start the video with, man, bro, Flacco, my guy, I love Flacco. And then get into how I'm disgusting, I'm horrible, I'm a spawn of Satan. And it's like, huh? You can't possibly love me? So Kid Cudi starts off, oh man, I love Jim Jones, and then get into why Jim Jones is a pathological liar.
Jimmy, I'm gonna address you directly, my nigga. You talking about how you are responsible for my success is a lie. You need to stop lying to people. You get on your little podcast and you start gossiping and talking shit, and everybody on your podcast don't know the truth. So they're all agreeing with you. But if you look under the comments under that post, you'll see people are letting you know what time it is. This is part one. I got more to say. Day and Night was already a hit record before you touched it, my nigga. I put it on my MySpace. It blew up. Okay? I had an entire mixtape. I was on my way. Motown was courting me. Kanye wanted to sign me. All because of Day and Night, because I put it on my MySpace and it blew up, my nigga. It blew up. I can promise you that Sylvia Rhone did not listen to your remix and say she wanted to sign me. That is not why I have a record deal, bro. Nothing you're talking about is the truth. How do you think I had a music video? I was shooting the music video. I was already on. You saw a hit record and jumped on it, my nigga. Like, you didn't make me, man. You didn't make me.
There are some rare cases where somebody will hop on a hit record and make it even more massive, and they will do the hit record more justice than the hit record would do them. Like, for example, okay, Drake and McConan. Drake hopping on McConan and hopping on Tuesday made Tuesday into the massive hit record. And the remix, in these cases, the remix is usually bigger than the original. But in the case of Jim Jones and Kid Cudi, like, the original was clearly bigger than the remix and it wasn't even close. You know how you could really flip the script? Put the same scenario in Jim Jones' face. Put a mirror to Jim Jones. Tell Jim Jones, man, if Jay-Z ain't do that remix to We Fly High, man, We Fly High wouldn't have been as big as it was. Jim Jones wouldn't be nobody without Jay-Z. Because at the time, the Jay-Z remix was a really big deal. Because Jay-Z was a way bigger artist than Jim Jones. Jim Jones will obviously tell you that the Jay-Z remix didn't make his song any bigger. His song was already a hit record, and it would have been a hit record without Jay-Z, and Jay-Z ain't make him. So Jim Jones will understand this principle when it's flipped on him, but he don't understand why Kid Cudi would be upset and insulted by you claiming that you made Day and Night the song it was, or you made him, or you made his career, and he wouldn't be known if it wasn't for you. I just don't understand how Jim Jones can do these podcasts and say these things and think it's not going to cause conflict. Maybe it's the conflict he wants because it's great promo for his podcast, because now people are like waiting for him to go ahead and respond.
So, like, you got to stop telling these tales, my nigga. Like, you got to stop. I want to shout out everybody that's been in the comments letting this nigga know what the truth is, But it's crazy how people just be trying to, like, take credit for my success. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild, Like, and I like Jimmy, man. It kind of breaks my heart to hear him on here trying to take credit for something that he's not a part of. You know what I mean? You jumped on my shit. I didn't ask you to do that. And granted, they played it on Hot 97 every day, and it was a thing on Hot 97 on the radio. But I was an international artist from jump. Like, I had the world, my nigga. Like, I don't understand I really don't understand. But I'm going to address this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more tails, my nigga. You ain't had nothing to do with this. So, yeah, man, just wanted to address that. You know, I just know that, like, niggas is trying to erase history. You know what I mean? Niggas is trying to rewrite history, you know? And I'm alive and well, and I'm around to address it. This Jimmy talking about how he's responsible for my success, this comes up every couple years. He's always talking about it, and I've been ignoring it, and now finally I'm going to say something, you know? Because you're not about to be out here trying to, like, take credit for something that you had nothing to do with, you know? So, yeah. Just wanted to address that, y'all. Peace and love.
And Kid Cudi says, you got to stop telling these tales, dude. I 100% agree. Podcasting has ruined the legacy of Jim Jones and Fat Joe. Now, Fat Joe is successful in podcasting. Jim Jones is about to be successful in podcasting. But the legacy, meaning, bro, how people viewed people viewed Fat Joe as one of the biggest gangsters, cutthroat, meanest, like, bro, Rottweilers in history. Because of this podcasting, bro, people is like looking at Fat Joe like, bro, is all the lore I heard about Fat Joe a lie? Because Fat Joe come with his podcast and cap as a mug. Now, Jim Jones did respond back to Kid Cudi, and he's still not getting it, to be honest. Jim Jones responded back on Instagram, and Jim Jones wrote, if you're not from New York, you wouldn't understand LOL. Just a fact check. I love Cudi also. But with this drop, there's no one ever heard of you. It wasn't played on the radio or any BET, MTV. It wasn't on mixtapes. You wasn't hot in New York streets. As the new rapper, I can say that because I remember how I ended up even doing a freestyle to your record at the time, which is still a New York classic to this day. But Jim Jones do understand, right? Like there are 49 other states, all right, that Kid Cudi blew this. Yo, listen, man. If an artist from down south is blowing up and he has a hit record, and that hit record is spreading to other places in the country, if New York didn't hear of it, does that mean it's not a hit record? If a song has about 90 million views in other regions, in the trenches of New York, hears about it from a local rapper who does a remix, does that mean that that local rapper made? For me, it doesn't, right? Like it doesn't make sense. Or for example, better word is this, okay? If a country artist drops a hit song and a rapper do a remix to that hit song and the trenches finally hear about it, does that mean the trenches made the country hit song that already got 1 billion views? Did that local rapper make that? No, he didn't. Day and Night was already buzzing, right? It was already on pace to do what it was gonna do. You hopped on the wave. It's simple as that, okay? So Jim Jones continues, says, I remember your video was shot by my intern, and only reason I let him shoot this video was because I asked him to show me what work he's done. He showed me this video they did for you. I told him if he get me the beat, I would let them shoot the video to freestyle. I would do the beat. This wasn't a feature, LOL. Your record never got played on Hot 97 at all before that. There was no IG, nothing like that. And in 2008, I was pretty hot outside, LOL. So hot that I only did the video, never put out audio. They ripped the audio from the video on YouTube and played on Hot 97 as a new Jim Jones record. End up on all the countdowns. Naturally, you became hot in the industry, and DJ Tracks, I believe, signed you. They all put the record out nationally, the original version with just you on it, and you were on fire. I recall vividly, we can call your ex-manager, which is the same person who was my intern and the video director, but we won't have slander on the truth. Keep me on your Explorer too easy. Should slap yourself for reading this long-ass essay. Man, all right, bro. Shout out to Jim Jones, man. Now, that essay did have a lot of like spelling errors, but nonetheless, man. I think this is a situation where they both had the opportunity to both be correct. Jim Jones had the opportunity to say, yo, I gave Kid Cudi a really good look. I was one of the first artists to show love to Kid Cudi. He could have been correct in that manner, but he just took it too far, right? Nobody would have knew who Kid Cudi was if it wasn't for me. All right, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here to find out how DJ Akademiks was ambushed and attacked by goons in Miami. Click on this video right here to find out about the academic situation. Also, send a hype to this video if you really want to support and push my videos in the algorithm. Sending hypes is how you support small creators, so please send a hype to this video. I'm going to see you guys in this video, okay? Out of here, folks. Peace.